Hey guys, it's Headgear Sports Analysis here, back again with another video, and today I'll be talking about my top 10 NFL teams going into 2020. Let's get started. At number 10, I have the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Indianapolis Colts will be the surprise team of 2020, mainly because even though they didn't get their future quarterback over the offseason, they still got a good quarterback out and a win-now quarterback in Philip Rivers. I think that Philip Rivers, unlike his performances in LA, I think that he will do a great job in Indianapolis under new coaching and under a new system. I think that they have the talent on offense and defense to succeed and be a standout team. At number 9, I have the Denver Broncos. I think that Drew Lock last year proved he was a stud at quarterback. He showed us that he has the leadership, the talent, and the skill to succeed in the NFL. The one thing he needs to improve on is his decision making, and that will come with experience. Overall, the Denver Broncos are a solid team and one of the better all-around teams in the NFL, with guys like Von Miller and Bradley Chubb at defense. And with guys like Drew Lock on offense, it really establishes them as an all-around team. At number 8, we have the Arizona Cardinals. I think that the Arizona Cardinals will do much better this season than last season, because Kyler Murray will 1. Have more experience, 2. Have better options to throw to like DeAndre Hopkins. He'll also have the assets on offense and defense to succeed. But one thing that this Arizona Cardinals team will have to worry about is the coaching of Cliff Kingsbury. Now, Cliff Kingsbury, the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, has not yet established himself and proved himself as a good and responsible head coach in the NFL. I think that it will take time, but if Cliff Kingsbury can prove himself to be a good coach in this league, that this Arizona Cardinals team will be the team of the future. At number 7, we have the Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson will have a very successful year next season. I can say this with the fact, even with the loss of DeAndre Hopkins and some other assets, I still think that with guys like Darren Fells, Willie Snead, and other stars on this Texans team, Deshaun Watson will have a great season and will prove himself in this league as an MVP type player. He showed streaks of it last year, and I think that just with more experience, these types of qualities will emerge more often from players like Watson. At number 6, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the key to the Buccaneers staying at this number 6 position is they need to keep pressure off Brady. The key to beating a team led by Tom Brady is applying pressure and forcing him to throw the ball quickly. We've seen the Philadelphia Eagles do it and win the Super Bowl. We saw the Atlanta Falcons do it in the first half of Super Bowl 51. And we've seen many teams repeatedly do it and beat the New England Patriots. I think that these same factors will apply to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Even with better assets and better wide receivers to throw to, Brady will still have the same issues he did have in New England with the offensive line. Even though his offensive line has been upgraded since what he had in New England, I still believe that that is the key to beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that is the one thing that will drag them down. At number 5, we have the Tennessee Titans. This year, I think Tannehill will have more experience with the Titans. I always am a big fan of Mike Vrabel's head coaching skills and his strategy in games. And I think that Derrick Henry will only become better. Still a young running back, he can use his size, speed, and agility to just pull this team to the next level. This is the one team that I believe have a solid chance of making the Super Bowl, even with less assets than the number 1, number 2, and number 3 team on this list. At number 4, we have the New Orleans Saints. Now, when I originally wrote this list, I hadn't taken into factor that Drew Brees had written a very controversial statement on the Black Lives Matter movement, which has caused a rift between teammates. I believe that will cause a hit in team chemistry, and this should affect the New Orleans Saints play. But overall, if it does not and the problem gets resolved, I think that this team has a great position at number 4 because they had picked up wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders, adding Drew Brees more wide receiving options and better players to throw to. At number 3, we have the San Francisco 49ers. I believe that this team will get over their Super Bowl loss very quickly. The 49ers will bounce back with their mighty defense, and with their young core, will have one of the best shots at winning the Super Bowl next year. At number 2, we have the Baltimore Ravens. I think that the Baltimore Ravens will be on this list for years to come because they have so much player talent. They did a great job by picking up J.K. Dobbins in the draft, and even with the loss of Marshall Yanda, they are still a very powerful team with 12 Pro Bowlers around Lamar Jackson. Another notable pickup by the Baltimore Ravens was Calais Campbell, improving their defensive line and their defense overall. Finally, at number 1 on this list, we have the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I think that the Kansas City Chiefs have not changed at all over the offseason, and actually have changed for the better, as they picked up running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of LSU. I think that this team has just upgraded the few positions they needed to. As the Kansas City Chiefs team was already very stacked and not needing a lot of upgrade, they still filled in the gaps they had in their team, and I think with coaching of Andy Reid and the leadership of Patrick Mahomes, this team will easily get back to the Super Bowl and may even claim another Lombardi. So guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please click the like button down below and subscribe for more content like this.